Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is MD Saiful Islam and assistant teacher of our local high school, Rhino Novan of Bangladesh and founder of Saiful English Academy as well as Raisha Private English Home and various kinds of video creator in YouTube channels and you are most welcome in my Saiful English Academy again. Telling us, hope that you are connected with me as well as you watched my previous classes smartly. And with the reference of my previous classes, today's class have been present in front of you with a new version new class named Vowel Blendings of I Literature. Vowel Blendings of I Literature. Class number 3. Class number 3. So, my dear learners, knowledge, take a look at the board and try to understand what are the themes I want you make you understand. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, there are 5 categories of letter named A, E, I, O, and U are called vowel, and 2 letters are called vowel, such as W and Y. Of course, you know that because such kinds of discussion matter was in my previous classes. My dear learners, in my previous classes, I was told about verb blendings of a letter and verb blendings of a letter, and with the reference of my previous class have been present in front of you with this class. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. I letter creates various kinds of sound. Of course, you know that at the cage of CBC Waterton, I letter creates short sound. That means E sound. But at the case of VCV Waterton, I literally creates a long sound. That means I sound. And but when I literally is used in a words like as verb learnings, such kinds of words may not be created as like as according to the rules of CBC and VCB. In this sense, I later creates various kinds of verb blendings such as IA, IE, II, IU, IW, and why? But according to the various kinds of research source and from the dictionary, usually we can see that I, Y, IW, IU, and II vulnerable names are not sent abundantly or hugely. But the dear learners, from the various kinds of research from the dictionary, I can share such kinds of verb endings of IA, IE, IO can be seen. So, my dear learners, in this class, I'm trying to show you about various kinds of use of verb endings of I. At first, my dear learners, I'm trying to show you about the sound verb learnings of I, A. You'll have to mind that, my dear learners, this category of verb learnings, IA, creates I sound. And with the reference of this role, I have written some example in the board. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. First example, DIARY, diary. Next, DIA, dialect. Of course, dry syllable. Next, GIAL, dial. GIA, log, dialogue. Next, pronunciation of this word, GIA, Micha, Jaya Micha, Jai Micha, Ja Micha. Next word, my dear learners, GIA, Jai MONG, Munch, Jai Munch. Of course, dice level. Of course, you know that, my dear learners. Next, GIA, Jai, double ROO, HOEA, Jayo Raya. That you have understood clearly, my dear learners. Next, I am trying to show you about verb blendings of IE. You'll have to mind that, my dear learners, IE verb blending creates two categories of sound. One sound one sound I, and one sound E. You have to mind that, my dear learners, when IE vowel blendings is used last of a word. In this science, IE vowel blending creates I sound, and with the reference of this example of this rule, I have written some example in the board. My dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. LIE, lie, because L for law and I for I. That means law jug I, lie, do jug I, dry, tha jug I, tie, F for and I for I, five, five, is for her and IE for I. Ha ha plus I high PIA 5 PIA 5 of the draw you have understood clearly. My dear learners, sometimes it is seen that my dear learners, I while learning creates the E sound, but your question may be to me, sir. When I while learning creates I sound and when I while learning creates E sound. So my dear learners, I want to suggest to you, my dear learners, when IE verb learnings is used middle of a word, middle of a word. Then this category of verb learning creates e sound, and with the reference of this rule, I have written some example in the board. So my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. F of that you have understood clearly, my dear learners. Sometimes it's thin that, my dear learners, I-E verb learning creates E sound. But I want to suggest to you, my dear learners, when I-E verb learning creates I sound and when I-E verb learning E sound, you'll have to mind that, my dear learners, when I-E verb learning is used last of a word, then it creates I sound. But when I verb learning is used middle of a word, then this category of verb learning creates is sound. My children, as with the reference of this rule, I have writing some example in the board. So my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. FIELJ, FIELJ, Felch, PIECE, PIEC, pitch, pitch, CHIEF, CHIEF, chip, chip, BRIEF, brave, brave, THIF, thief, 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 CHIEF, thief, LOLS, thief, chipley, sorry, chipley, GRIF, grief, 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 GRIEV, GRIE, VOES, verse, grave, verse, GRIEVE, grave, grave of the jaw. You have understood clearly. Major learners, another category of verb learnings of I, you have to mind, and that's major learners, I O. But you have to mind that, major learners, this categories of verb learning, that means I O creates two categories of sound. Sometimes it creates EO sound and sometimes creates IO sound. You'll have to mind that, my dear learners, when IO vowel blending is used last of a word, in the sense IO vowel blending creates EO sound. So my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. AUOGIO, Geo, Geo, O Geo, RATIO, sure, ratio, ratio. That you have understood clearly. My dear learners, sometimes IO vowel learning states IO sound, IO sound, and for this sound, you'll have to mind it, my dear learners. When IO is used first or middle of a word, then these categories of verb learning creates IO sound. IO sound. With the reference, I have written some example about my channel. Let's take a look at the board and try to understand. IO Io and I see Nick. Io Nick. Io Nick. Ion, 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 gin, ion, gin, Gine, ion, gin. Look at the board and try to understand. So, my dear learners, we know that G letter creates normally jaw sound, but you have to mind that, my dear learners, before and after, if any vowel is used of D letter, in this sense, D letter creates soft jaw sound. Soft jaw sound. So, my dear learners, the correct pronunciation is like as a British and American. This word, the correct pronunciation of this word will be iodine. 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 Next word. IOTA. Cha. 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 Iota. Iota. Bio, Biology, biology. Of course, thrice level, biology. Next word, my dear learners, Biology, thrice level, my dear learners, Biology, biologist, logist, my dear learners. Next word, Biogra, PHYP, biography. Next word bio, CC, key, MIS, mystery, biochemistry. That means bio. Some people pronounce this word chemistry. That's right. You have understood clearly. My dear learners, I don't want to learn to tell Jack's class, but I want to share some information with you, my dear learners. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, I'm a new teacher in YouTube channels. Though I'm Bangladeshi by birth, but I'm trying to use English conversation at the time of making various kinds of videos. So, my dear learners, if you notice any faults or mistakes in the midst of my video classes, please excuse me and pray to Almighty Allah for me so that I can help you, I can serve you, I can cover you with you through my video classes throughout my life. So, my dear learners, now today come to say again with a new argument, a new class. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.